Math Minute 52. Number 1 says, which of the following numbers is 1 billion? Well, if I look at answer A, I have 1 and then I have 6 zeros. So 1 followed by 6 zeros is going to be 1 million. So it's not that one. Answer B, I have 1 followed by 9 zeros. And a 1 followed by 9 zeros is 1 billion. So that's going to be right. And then just for future reference, answer C is 1 followed by 12 zeros. And a 1 followed by 12 zeros is 1 trillion. So you guys can circle B for that one. Number 2, what is the missing angle? Well, a triangle is made up of 3 angles, and the 3 angles in a triangle equal 180 degrees. So if I add the 3 angles in a triangle, I'm going to get 180. So to figure out the missing angle here, I'm going to take my total, which is 180, and then I'm going to subtract the 2 angles that they already give me. So minus 90 minus 50. And then whatever's left over is going to be that 3rd angle. So if I were to punch this in my calculator, 180 minus 90 would be 90, and then 90 minus 50 would be 40. So my missing angle here would be 40 degrees. All right, number 3, they want us to add 0.3 plus 40% plus 1/4. So you can notice here that I got three different ways to represent a number. I got a decimal, I got a percentage, and I got a fraction. Well, I'm going to convert them all to the same thing, which I'm going to convert these all to decimals, because that's the easiest to work with. So 0.3, I don't need to change that because that's already in decimal form. But then the 40%, I'm going to change that to, well, here I'm just going to write that I'm going to change them all to decimals. Like I said, the 0.3 is fine, so I don't need to do anything with that. But to change the 40% to a decimal, I need to take 40 divided by 100. These percentages are always out of 100. If I do that in my calculator, I'm going to get 0.4. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the 1/4 to a decimal. And to change a fraction to a decimal, I just divide. So I do 1 divided by 4. If I do that in the calculator, I'm going to get 0.25. So now that I have them all in decimal form, I got 0.3, I got 0.4, and I got 0.25. I can just add them up. And I'm just going to stack them vertically. Make sure the decimals are lined up. And I'm going to add that up. Well, I start on the far right side, and the only thing over here is a 5. I'm a 5 down there. Next column, I got 3 plus 4 plus 2. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. Decimal point goes there. These are all zeros. So my answer is going to be 0.95 if I add all those up. So again, I changed them all into decimal form, and then I added them together. Number 4 is asking for the square root of 25. So the square root of 25 means that I take some number and I multiply it by that same number, and I'm going to get 25. And the number that I would use to multiply by itself to get 25 would be 5. Because 5 times 5 is 25. Number 5, the letters A, B, and C can be arranged in 6 ways. 5 ways are listed below. Find the 6th way. So what I notice is that A is used twice to start it out, B is used twice to start it out, and then C is only used once. So I know that my 6th way of writing this, it has to start with C. And then the only way I can change this one is to just flip the A and the B around. So the B is going to come first, and then the A is going to come second. So that last way I could arrange those letters would be CBA. Number 6 through 8, we got to solve using the information that's given to us, that A equals 10, B equals 5, and C equals 3. So for number 6, it's going to be 12.4 times A. And if I look up here, it says A equals 10. So I'm just going to plug that in. And if I plug that in my calculator, if I did 12.4 times 10, I would get 124. Number 7, I have A plus B divided by C. So again, I'm just going to plug in the numbers. A is 10, B is 5, and C is 3. So I'm going to start by adding the top numbers. 10 plus 5 is 15. And then I'm just going to divide 15 divided by 3 is going to be 5. For number 8, I have A plus B times C. So again, I'm just plugging in the numbers. A is 10, B is 5, and C is 3. So now the order of operations tells me that I need to multiply before I add. So the first thing I need to do here is 5 times 3. And 5 times 3 is 15. So I'm going to rewrite this as 10 plus 15. Now I can just add those together. 10 plus 15 is 25. In problem 8, which operation should you do first? Well, we just kind of figured it out. We said that the order of operations tells us to multiply before we add. So in problem 8, the first thing we had to do was multiply. You guys can circle C for that one. Number 10, they want us to find the area of the rectangle and the perimeter. Well, to find area, remember we take the length times the width. So in this case, length and the width are 3 and 6. So I'm going to do 3 times 6, and that's going to be 18. And then I put my unit of measurement, which in this case is millimeters. And then when we're talking about area, we got to put this little 2 up here, because we're talking about, for area, you're talking about this whole amount of space taken up inside the rectangle. So don't forget that little 2. Next is the perimeter. Remember, to find the perimeter of something, we add all the sides. So in this case, this side is going to be 6, this side is going to be 3, So we're going to add all those up. We're going to go 3 plus 6 plus 3 plus 6. If I plug that into my calculator, I would get 18. And then I put the unit of measurement, which is millimeters in this case. So go ahead and turn that one into the folder.